Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'll be playing some more Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Now this game has probably been in the headlines for a lot of bad reasons due to a very sloppy port, it has to be said, and the optimization is less than stellar. But I'm just going to quickly go through my in-game settings now and be playing at 3840 by 2160 using Epic settings, and I'll also have ray tracing on and AMD's FSR at the quality preset. Now this game does have an issue with settings being toggled while in game. It can degrade performance, so I set the settings, I restarted the game, and these are the settings I'm using. Some people would argue that's not the way to do it, but it's highly debatable at the moment, and realistically we shouldn't even have to be dealing with anything like that. But I have to say the game does look a lot better than I initially gave it credit for. Let's take out this guy. It's one of them agile machines. This one's a little bit tricky sometimes. Took him down. So as I was saying, this game's a lot better looking than I initially gave it credit for. I thought it was pretty similar to the old game, or the previous version. But if you really explore the game, you realise just how much better looking it is than the first one. The textures are definitely way better. In terms of FSR,
I'm in bad shape.
It does make the game a lot sharper, and some would argue it's not the best implementation, but it does provide a noticeable boost. If I wasn't using FSR right now, I'd be in the mid-40s probably. So the game does suffer from a lot of shader compilation, unfortunately. So you'll see a lot of stuttering. One of the main issues that most people have been complaining about is extremely low GPU utilization. You don't get that too much with this setup. The 7900X 3D doing a good job to keep up with the 7900 XTX. There are times though where GPU utilization will drop down, like now. You can see it in the low 90s, but mainly it does a decent job. Again, loads of shader compilation stutter. It's something that the Unreal Engine games really do suffer from, and this game is no exception, but it's a bit on the extreme side, it has to be said. You can see the GPU utilization dropping down into the 80s now. I've seen a lot worse cases though, into the 40s or mid 50s, so you know, I would say it's still hanging in there as best as it can. If you were to disable FSR, you wouldn't have any GPU utilization issues.
I'm not a Bedlam Raider spy. I'm a friend of Cal Kestis.
Cal, what's it? Look, I told you, buddy, you're in the wrong cantina. I don't know anybody named Cal Kestis.
Hey, Grease.
Oh, that Cal Kestis.
Found the gyro. You made it.
Good to see you, Cal.
Grease Dritus, this is Boda Kuna. He was on Coruscant. Wouldn't have made it out alive without his help.
Oh, all right. Hi, nice to meet you. Unfortunately, I don't think I have another bed available. Wait a minute. Another one? Cal, you have a very bad habit of picking up strays.
I am ZNA4, humble servant to the Jedi Order.
Oh, I take it you haven't broken the news yet.
She was trapped underground.
I've never seen this design before. This droid almost looks like an antique.
Did you find anything down there worth credits?
Credits? Cal, you have saved me, but I must ask more to still.
Oh, here it comes.
Master Centauri ordered me to open the forest array, but given my condition, I cannot fulfill that duty. Please, If I fail my mission, the key to Tanalor may be lost forever.
Wait a minute. Did you just say Tanalor?
You've heard of it?
Yeah, it's an old prospector's legend about a lost world filled with treasure.
Maybe this droid proves it's more than a myth.
Could be worth checking out.
Yeah, but first, I gotta fix the Mantis before the Raiders snatch it.
I'll escort you out there. Watch your back while you make the repairs.
Huh. Is he as tough as he looks?
Next to Seer, he's the best marksman I've ever met.
Okay. We'll take care of the Mantis.
I'll go see what's in the forest.
Thank you, Cal. As soon as I'm in full operating order, I will join you in the forest array. Onward!
Z.
Whoa there, Heritage. While they're all sallying forth, why don't you ease up on the thrusters? Come along. I can get you tuned up, shined up, and caught up on the state of the galaxy.
Oh, sweet.
Cal, I'm gonna lock up the saloon so the Raiders don't trash it.
My
Use the
pleasure.
back door, would you?
Good to see that our colleague or ally made it, should I say, from earlier in the game. Now, GPU utilization in these kind of small areas, not really an issue. It's just when you're outside, there's a lot of shader compilation stutter.
That's the gate Z told us about.
But I would say, all things considered, with the performance and the level of quality that's being used, it is playable to a degree. In terms of FPS, at least you're not averaging below 60, I would say. But VRAM utilization also can be very, very high. Sometimes it can even exceed over 16 gigabytes. So, you know, the game really does use a lot of texture memory. Can hear some more droids in the distance. I'm gonna quickly rest here because this is like the checkpoint. If you see these, even if you don't need to rest, it's best to use them. So if you die, you'll start back from this area. So I'm gonna find my way up to this forest gate. It's still I still think it's a really good looking game. It's just it's a shame they launched it in this state. That thing looks pretty menacing. Let's see what it's got. I'm just going to try and keep away from it and counter attack. Pretty tough. Just gotta try and stay out of its way. It's a good finisher. So they call this thing a Balmore. Okay, I'll remember that for next time. They're not too hard to deal with as long as you're able to get out of the way of their attacks. So going all the way up to 85 FPS at times. All depends on what you're looking at. You can see the memory usage is below 12 gigabyte at the moment, but that can change very quickly. So the game's a little funny like that. Got a few more hostiles. These droids ain't too hard to deal with though, they're pretty low level.
Watch out! They're fleeing! You! He's moving!
Put up Harper fight. I haven't tried HDR yet.
Find something, buddy?
I mean, the game already looks really good, so HDR might just make like the lightsaber pop and other highlights look really good.
The Imperial patrol should route through here any minute now. The sooner the better.
At least next time when I come up here, I won't have to go through all of this. Take out these two guys.
There you are. Stand up to me.
That's the plan.
You'll feel it. Put them in the ground. Come on, Doug. Time to make an example of them. We need to do better
Kind of
than
missed time my
that.
counter attack there. Took them out in the end. I like the way the lightsabers set vegetation on fire though, it's pretty cool.
Here we go.
Okay, so we finally got to our destination. More stuttering as well.
E-ray should be out here somewhere.
Yeah.
The only way forward is to cut through.
It's not a good look, and I mean I don't even think this is the end of the pain that we're gonna have to go through this year, because we got Redfall. I checked that out, and that's got Unreal Engine 4 as well, so that could be bad news in terms of game smoothness. See, it hasn't been too great for PC ports, it has to be said, console ports.
Interesting. Good to go, BD. Let's try that again.
Okay, can finally get across. I didn't jump quick enough.
Nice job.
This game doesn't hold your hand too much. You do have to kind of look around and figure out what to do next. Looks like I can run on this wall, and then maybe I can get past out. Because you can't go up the middle because you'll just slip down. Guess we can use a wall run all the way up to the top. Anyway guys, that's pretty much it for me. Hopefully you enjoyed the video.
What do you think this array is, buddy?
And as always, thanks for watching.
Centauri Kree said it held the key to Tantalor. Z seems to think so too. Only one way to find out.